So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. He's going to air one out right away. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Cowboys will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Damone Clark there to get him down. He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels taking off. He'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Pacheco. He's got a 1st down inside the 45. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Commander. His 12th touchdown of the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Commanders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken just shy of the goal line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. He'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Claude Martin. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
What really stood out about that last play is the job the quarterback did keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to shake off that first guy, but by the time he did, allowed the rest of that rush to get home, and they were able to clean things up.
3rd and 6. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3. And a new set of downs. And that one incomplete. Ben Sinnott was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On a handoff, this is Pacheco. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Commanders first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. all even on the scoreboard. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Second and 7. Once again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's Pacheco. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Putting the tight end in motion. He's going to tuck it and go.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Third and goal. Third and goal. It's Daniels. And they will finally track him down. Great coverage downfield. Leads to a sack. The Commanders going to send out their field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Commanders will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And the decision to bring that out, a poor one. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. In motion, Lamb. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds, up past the 35-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 35 yards. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Look to throw. He finds Goodwin, and he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. To play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I continue in just a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will tie this game up here late in the first half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's caught outside. It's complete. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 31 yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Pacheco. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. That one good for 15 and a 1st down. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, here's Pacheco. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's Daniels. That's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
In motion, Lamb. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing again from his own end zone.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. They've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
From his end zone, he'll throw it on 3rd and long. This is intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. Right back to the air following that pick 6. Going up top. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now, faking the give. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are able to cut it to 4. 17-13. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. Marcus Jones now to return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Commanders 17, Cowboys 13.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Williams in motion. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. On the ground, here's Pacheco. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third down, 3 to go. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Dallas. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Williams in motion. They'll run with Pacheco. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Williams in motion. That's McLaurin open on the left side. First time they've worked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A handoff to Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings 36-yard line.
A give here to Pacheco. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Third and long, and here's Daniels. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's fourth down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout.
And that's a pretty good effort here on third and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
They'll try it now with Pacheco. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
And the running back just has nowhere to go. There is no crease. There is no seam. You got to give credit. That defensive line overwhelmed the offensive line, and that went a long way to forcing that fourth down stop.
Here's second and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Daniil Hunter with the stop. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. They'll look to pick this up, third and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And they will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this third and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
First and 10. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now this time they'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Stick with him again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here now, third and 5. And that is incomplete. But a flag is down back in the backfield. Did they hit the quarterback late? Down at the 12. It's first and 10. back to the ground after the penalty. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Cowboys. Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Throwing is Daniel. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll go play action here with Daniel. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Daniels to the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. It is 2nd and a yard. They'll drop the throw. And that ball picked off. It's the ball hawk, Trayvon Diggs again. Past midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Dallas. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He gets it to go. And the Cowboys tack on one more to their lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Williams in motion. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. down the left sideline. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10, it's first and goal. A big play there for Washington. That goes for 58. From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. Here's Pacheco. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's second and goal. One more time with Pacheco. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. No problem there on the extra point. And the Commanders are able to cut the deficit to 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Drive will start on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
I gotta be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised in the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football field.
Here is first and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. His throw left side is complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to get the football at their own 40.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball. And I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what. And it ends up being a costly mistake.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory.